Hey, it's been about 3 weeks now since I've had the 65 Spitfire in my driveway, and wanted to do a quick video to kind of just do a summary of what I've been able to do with it, where it's at, and kind of the direction I think I'm going in with it right now. I'm gonna call it the old race car that got thrashed and thrown in a barn and discovered 30 or 40 years later look. So, I'm Shane, I like to do car stuff. Let's go. Let's fire it up. Considering it hasn't run in over a year. I say it sounds pretty decent. Did the trunk area a little bit in this area here. Did the door and the fender and the hood, at least half the hood. So still got a bit of ways to go, but again, I'm kind of thinking race car that got thrashed on the track and then stored in a barn, and we just found it 30 or 40 years later. That's going to be kind of the look I'm going to go for initially. I might do something later on down the road where I clean it up and do something better to it. But in the meantime, it might be fun to just kind of get everything mechanically and electrically well sorted on it. If I'm going to go with the dilapidated race car look, I want everything else to be really good as far as the mechanicals and the electrical on it, and be able to drive it wherever I want. So that's kind of where we're going. I did go and buy studs today to go ahead and go. I got the Dorman 610-440 studs. All right, here are my my Dorman wheel studs, the 610 440s, M12 1.5 or 1.25. Dang it, can't remember. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to put a 45 on that inside edge of the right here where my thumb's at, to make it fit into the bevel of the wheel hub, and hopefully that will go fairly smoothly, and I'll be able to use those in place of the 3/8 25 or 24 studs that are in there. I thought I had ordered the Freelander studs off of Amazon, of all places. They were actually really well priced. And then when I went back in there, it only showed one available, even though there were 3 when I thought I placed the order. So I don't know, I may check on that tonight and go ahead and reorder those if they show back up. But in the meantime, locally I bought the Dorman 610 440s, which other people have used, except they don't have the beveled inside edge on the head, which there's ways around that. So we'll figure that out. But anyway, that's kind of what life has been like. I've had a lot of rain this week, so as you've seen on my other posts, I've kind of just been goofing off on Canva, trying to figure out what to do with it, what inspiration path to take. So we'll see. But anyway, figured out the interior was probably, well, was blue. I'm just trying to figure out how much of it was blue. Obviously, so far from what we've seen earlier, the door panels, the rear panels, and I don't know about the seats or anything on the dash. So somebody can send me pictures of your blue, midnight blue interiors that are in good shape, so I can take a look at that. I've been working on the top. Well, as I said in my title of the video, it's a week of some wins and some losses. One of the losses I'm gonna say is the top. I can still use it probably, but in my efforts to try and get some more of the orange out, you can see the areas that the developer was on have made it cloudy. So clearly it sat in the sun too long. I wouldn't recommend the method, I guess, but I wasn't worried about making a mistake. I was hoping it would work, but at the same time, if it didn't, had a backup plan. So anyway, the windows were definitely pretty bad to begin with, but I've just made it a different kind of bad. So yeah, I mean, you can see through them, but you know, it's pretty cloudy. I don't know if it'll, as the top completely dries overnight, maybe some of that will go away. I'm doubting it. I have since washing it, brought it in and polished the windows, both sides. And anyway, I'm gonna say the windows are gonna have to be replaced. And if that's as expensive as getting a new top, then I'll probably just get a new top. But the rest of the top is in pretty good shape. It's just the windows. So anyway. So that's really about it. I've just been buying parts, getting stuff collected to be able to do a tune-up. Like I said, if I'm gonna go with the kind of the thrash and stash race car look, I'm gonna want to make sure everything else is in really good condition. I've got basically a lot of new suspension parts that I've ordered or have already received. Everything I need to do on the ignition refresh and tune-up, cooling water system, got all new hoses, all new thermostat, gaskets, that stuff's on the way. Got a lot of new switches, basically everything to rebuild the gauge panel, plus I got a new headlight and turn signal switch, or not new, but in much better condition than the ones that I have on there. And I could probably make mine work, but it just seems like I'm not going to be able to get them perfect, and so I'd rather just get something that's working, not have to fart around with it. So that is kind of where I'm at, just collecting parts. I got new tires coming for the other set of steel rims I've got, the later, like the 1500 style steel rims, and I think that's basically it for now. There's probably something I'm forgetting, but yeah, it's just a time of getting stuff collected and hopefully be able to go out and get the car running and driving. I've already got, like I've said before, the master and slave cylinder, so I'll get those installed, get those systems operating, make sure everything's, make sure it basically runs, drives, and stops, and then we'll go from there. So thanks for watching, and tune in again next time and see what else I can break.